Many of you will remember a few months ago when legendary actor Al Pacino commented on Guardians of the Galaxy, calling it amazing, inventive, and beautiful. Now, in an interview with MTV, Pacino has confirmed that he and Marvel President Kevin Feige have had several meetings since. When asked if he'll be appearing in any upcoming Marvel films, Pacino said the following: "I would imagine either there's something he feels is right for me, or..." At this point, Pacino's phone started to ring. Every time we talk about Marvel, that's what happens. John, what percentage of a chance do you think there is that we'll see Al Pacino in an upcoming Marvel film?
91%. I'm thinking 91%. Look, we all had fun speculating, right? Because remember that story when Pacino came out of watching Guardians of the Galaxy and he just raved about it. And it got, I mean, we're film fans, so it got all of us talking and all of us jabbering. He's like, oh, could Pacino possibly be in? And we had to go, okay, just because he says he likes a movie doesn't mean they're going to put him in there. Oh, I just happened to have a meeting with Kevin Feige.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've had some interesting conversations lately about Marvel and DC's casting lately. Because, you know, especially with Suicide Squad coming out, right? And we got Will Smith, and we've got Tom Hardy, and we got Jared Leto, we got like heavyweights, but then it makes us reflect on the casting, the people that Marvel's had there, whether it's Robert Redford or Gandhi or, you know, Academy Award winners and all the way across the board, right? Al Pacino in a Marvel film would be outstanding. Now, start the conversations about who would he possibly play. Could he be a villain in Doctor Strange? Could it be somebody in the Inhumans? Could it be, who knows, whatever. It almost doesn't matter. And I'm not even so much that it's a Marvel film. The idea of getting an Al Pacino into the comic book world as well, like the comic book films are already established. They're now legit. You know, for a long time they were the ugly stepchild of the Hollywood universe, right? Now they're legit. But getting in an Al Pacino, I think, just brings one more level of panache to the whole thing that you can tell I'm giddy about the concept. I think it sounds amazing. Anyway, Mira, you heard about all this. What do you think is the percentage chance that Pacino actually shows up in a Marvel film?
I would even go higher and say 96%.
96?
Oh, well, I think just the fact that he was like, oh, the phone is ringing, we're in conversation. And then, you know, he said this thing, if it's right for me. Like, if I find a part that's right for me, or if Kevin Feige feels it's right. The Marvel Universe is so gigantic, and there are so many wonderful, rich characters. I can't imagine there isn't one that Al Pacino can, you know, I can't imagine there isn't one he could play or could not play. It's a double negative, I apologize. But I just think, like, there's guaranteed to be a character that's right for him, if not more than one, if not many. So I feel like it's kind of a done deal, because I don't think Kevin Feige would pass up the opportunity to work with Al Pacino just creatively in this world, because he's such a wonderful actor, as we all know. And I agree with you. I think it's so exciting when someone with this sort of level of patina around his career, who comes in, who's, you know, one of the most celebrated actors, and anybody loves his performances. Here he is saying, I want to be a part of this universe. You're right, it's already legitimate, but it does gel the two worlds and bring the sort of art house films and dramas and things that we've loved over the years with what's now emerging to be one of the most legitimate genres in film, and bringing them together. It's exciting. I'm super with you. I think it's giddy worthy.
Christian, percentage where we'll actually see Pacino in a Marvel film?
I say 98%. I would say, yeah, Robert Redford. Yeah. Okay, how about him? How about Michael Douglas? His generation already doing these movies. So, yeah, I think it's going to happen. And let's not forget, he did Jack and Jill. Why not do a Marvel movie?
He's done some stinkers.
And, well, because, you know, this is also what this Marvel and the comic book movie genre is able to do now for people of his level. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. So he hasn't had a good movie in a very long time. And a movie, and I know he's got this one that's coming out that's got some buzz. Really, but I mean, as far as the bigger movies, he hasn't been in one in a while. So why not? Let's go to Marvel. Let's do something. Find the good role. And Kevin Feige is very good at that. Let's put talent in a good spot. Not just put him in there because, hey, we got Pacino. It's like, no, we got a Pacino as. Right. And yeah, and I think because he's not going to bring it up twice. If there was the first time with the Guardians, it was a fun conversation. But he knows now if he brings it up again, he's been in the game long enough. If he brings it up again, people are really going to start talking. I mean, look what happens with Vin Diesel when Vin Diesel does it. So
I am Groot.
Let's bring it on.
You can't not do that. I'm surprised you didn't do it.
Okay, well, here's the interesting thing. Look, when you're talking about the two are almost inseparable. When you're talking about Al Pacino and Robert De Niro, right? Two of the most celebrated, arguably two of the best actors we've ever seen in the game, right? But to be fair and to be honest and to be objective, sit back. The last 15 years or so, you know, both of these two giants oftentimes have phoned it in and appeared in some very questionable things and turned in some questionable performances too at the same time. Yeah. Both of them have. And yet it feels like when either of them, De Niro or Pacino, want to show up, it's like, oh, don't you forget who I am. Like, do you remember,
playbook,
what was it, 6 years ago? I keep bringing this film up. If you have a chance to watch this one film, watch it. But 6, 7 years ago, Pacino played Shylock in The Merchant of Venice. Yeah. It is in my personal top 10 greatest performances of all time. It was one of those reminders that he is Al Pacino.
And that's because he was so invested in the role too.
Yes.
I mean, you're absolutely right, because I remember even watching the making of that and how invested he was. And he knows what this is. He knows what Marvel is. Like I said, he's one of the smartest guys out there and one of the most talented guys out there. I think we're going to see him. I think it'll happen.
Yeah, and honestly, I think if you asked me to put together a wish list of what actor who has not been in the comic book movie universe that I would really want to see, Al Pacino would probably be number 2. He would be my number, like Daniel Day-Lewis, who I've grown to believe he's probably the greatest actor that the film business has ever seen. Right after him, I'd have Al Pacino. And so it's like, yay! I'm very excited.
Which means we're one step closer to Daniel Day-Lewis.
Which makes one step closer to Daniel Day-Lewis as an Inhuman.
Hey everyone, if you like this video, click that thumbs up button and make sure to subscribe to our AMC Movie News YouTube channel. It's free and helps you stay up to date with all the latest movie news, as well as our daily AMC movie talk show. Also, make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Twitter to stay up to date with all of our special promotions, contests, and prize giveaways.